The news is pretty tragic. Did you hear about the lady? Like the cop shot the lady?
Yes, so devastating.
That was
She called 911.
I haven't heard about it.
No, I didn't hear about it. What happened?
Was she had the hot water?
Yeah.
And the cop just shot her in the face.
Psychotic.
And he could have did anything. He could have walked out. He could have tasered her.
Like she had hot water?
They show it on the news. If you want to see it, it's
what you saw it in the
pretty graphic. That? I don't think we can show
we
that.
cannot.
Oh, you see the video of them being executed?
They have the video, the cam.
Body cam.
They cut usually before the incident, but
It's gonna kind of be like a Rodney King thing if they don't like kill this man, this police officer.
Was the victim not white?
She was a little unhinged, but it wasn't called for to shoot her in the face. She's 100 pounds, 5 foot. This guy's like 6 foot something.
You said it's like Rodney King. Was the victim not white?
Black woman.
Okay, I can see.
Yeah, so it's all over the news. I just saw it like last night. They showed the body cam, so that's kind of like upsetting. You know,
I haven't seen that yet.
And I had it explained to me, and apparently one of the officers ran to get a medikit for the victim, but the one that did the shooting said, "No, it was a headshot. I killed her."
Oh my god!
And like did not. You can get the medikit if you want. But,
and then he said she was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Her name's Sonia Massey.
Sonia Massey.
Yes.
So she was. What do you mean she was holding hot water?
Well, they show it.
Well, I can't watch the video.
Oh, we can't watch it.
She was boiling water, and the cop said to take
her house.
Take the water off because it was boiling over, as my understanding. And in some point, she made a comment to the police officers, she cursed him or something.
Why were they in her house?
She originally called 911 because she thought there was an intruder.
Yeah.
Okay.
She called the police.
So they showed up.
them.
Yes, they showed up to attend to her, and they shot her.
What?
So what happened? Why did they shoot her? What happened? What led to that?
Well, because she had water boiling on the stove when they walked in.
Yeah.
So first she's on the couch and she's giving them her ID and everything, real sweet lady. And then he goes, your water's boiling on the stove. You don't want to cause a fire. So she ran inside, got the mittens, and she went to, he goes, watch what you're going to do with that hot water. So she goes, I want to rebuke you in the name of Jesus, like for saying that. And he said, hold it right there. And then he just like shot her in the head.
Oh, that's insane.
Meanwhile, she was so far from him. He could.
That is insane.
Like, he just, basically this fucking cop.
You can't even usually they'd be like, oh, I thought they were armed. It's like
And
you
they
told her to go get the
Yeah.
water. You know it's just boiling water. You could take a step back. You don't.
Right.
Wow.
It's just water. Like, yeah, it's
And he was
boiling.
She was
Literally,
right. She said, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord. And she's right.
Yeah.
Ah,
And then she goes,
That's
I'm
awful.
sorry, I'm sorry. And that's when I started to cry. She goes, I'm sorry.
And
And he
he-
shot her anyway in the head.
no.
Wait, what?
Oh my
But
God.
she was going down. She goes, I'm
That is
sorry.
horrible.
Oh, she even had time to like
Yeah.
comply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
She complied
She
and
was
he
like,
still
I'm
killed her.
sorry.
This is probably one of the worst cases.
Wow.
It's insane.
When did this happen? Just
Devastating.
like
Like
today?
2 days ago, right?
2
what
days
the
ago?
fuck?
How have I not?
Right? It was
Why am I
recent.
so out of the
That's what I was
loop?
gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like one of the worst cases, but it happens all the time, and we just don't fucking hear about it. Like, there's fucking horror stories. Like,
It's in Mississippi, right? Where did that happen?
I think this was in Chicago, Illinois. I'm sorry, Illinois.
It's happening in Chicago.
And you're right. It does happen all the time.
Yeah,
and
it's
this
horrible.
is proof. And then the guy got like 4 DUIs. His
cop?
record. The cop.
Dude, they need to stop making any fucking buddy a cop. Holy shit. 4 DUIs?
Yeah. And they wanted
Even Ryan Kavanaugh doesn't have that many DUIs.
That is awful.
Ryan Kavanaugh?
2005.
I don't understand.
How
Did
do
they
I answer
not?
that?
How did they train the cops? Like, do they not train them that like killing somebody should be the last resort?
Their
I just
training
don't
is-
You know what's
Bullshit.
happening? Like since COVID and everything, like a lot of cops quit. Quit. They don't want to be cops anymore because it's so fucking crazy out there.
Yeah.
With the criminals can get away with. You know, it can make you wrong. Like if somebody comes to my store and steals like under $1,000, and I go to get the stick and like stop them and hit them over the head,
You're gonna.
I'm going to jail and they're going home tomorrow. So basically, a lot of cops quit, so they're hiring anybody right now. You could have a record, you know. And this
Man.
guy is like, a mess. Then they say they put him in jail, and he has a colostomy bag. Did you hear about that?
The cop?
The cop has a colostomy bag, so he's like, I need to get out of jail. I had to clean my bag. This. And then the judge is like, oh, fuck no.
Good.
You're staying here.
Put it with general population.
Dirty
dude.
bag, dirty colored bag and all
Yeah.
that.
I'm
She
sure
even-
the cops in there would love to have a word with her. Or was it a girl who did it?
No, it's
No, the
Oh,
guy.
okay,
But the victim, she was ducked behind the counter and she said, I'm sorry, right
Yeah.
before getting shot
Oh my
Yeah.
in the face.
I'm sorry.
And she wasn't even holding anything at the moment when she was shot, right?
She had the 2 pot holders.
That's awful.
Pot holder.
It's so sad. Yeah, that didn't sit right with me for like 2 days.
Cops are not trained like at all for like the thing is you call the police
mental
for
health.
anything, right? And these are like highly militarized like death soldiers. And in some cases you do need police like that. But like for a traffic stop, for like a disturbance, for like 90% of the shit they do, you do not need an armed death stormtrooper
Right.
to answer. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be a separation between like
Yeah.
armed police officers that respond to like dangerous situations and like peace officers that are trained to diffuse social situations or
Right.
people with mental health issues.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a fucking disgust. It's so, oh my God.
But also to me, like the most obvious thing should be that even if you think you're at the point of shooting, at least don't shoot to kill. You know.
That's how they're
shoot a leg.
they're trained
I
to
don't
shoot to
know.
kill.
I don't know.
No, they're trained to shoot
You'll
to kill.
see if you guys watch, you'll see the distance between them. So he could have really walked out, closed the
So
door.
the water, even if
He could have got a
the water
taser.
at him, like
He
what?
could have did a million things, but he went up to her and he just shot her in the head.
Yeah. That cop woke
just
up that day
heartbreaking.
and he wanted to kill someone that morning. Like I
Yes,
genuinely
evil.
feel like that. He wanted to murder
Disgusting.
someone that day.
That reminds me of a case my
So if
dad
you don't
had
get
once.
if this guy don't get like the death sentence,
that would be,
real,
That would be
there's gonna be
He's
honestly, it
pleading
sounds,
not guilty. I
there's
just
gonna be
read,
another
Oh.
Rodney King
which is
situation.
ridiculous.
do they do the death penalty in Illinois?
See?
I am like staunchly against the death penalty for the reason being that there's so many times, it's not, even if it happens one time, it's too many where innocent people end up getting put to death. But I don't think there's any room for doubt on this one.
I think the crime should be evaluated. You know, like if the crime, put him to sleep, give him a fucking shot, get him out of his misery. This is gonna keep killing, raping, whatever.
Well, he should be in jail for life.
Yeah.
It's been repealed since 2011.
So he's not going to get the death
No.
penalty.
No.
Yeah, I was saying this reminds me of a case my dad had once because my dad's a civil rights attorney in Detroit, and these kind of cases happen all the time. But more recently, there was a guy who was 22 years old, and they said he had a hammer, and he didn't have a hammer on him. He was on his knees, and the police just shot him like point blank as he was like screaming out like "Dad," like calling for his father, and they just killed him. And his girlfriend was pregnant.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
What goes on? So
Did
now
they-
that's a
what
big-
happened to them? Did they
Yeah.
get
They sued
Arrested?
the fuck out of the city of Detroit, out of the police. I think they won the case.
What's so fucked about that is that the taxpayers end up paying to get these dumb pieces of shit off.
Right.
Yeah.
And then cops wonder why people hate them.
And it's millions and millions and millions of dollars at stake.
Oh yeah, the city pays out so much money because of these assholes.
Like George Floyd's, how much money did George Floyd's family get? Crazy.
I don't know.
29 million.
And again, that comes from the city taxpayers. Like there's no justice in that for anyone. There's no justice for that and for anybody. 27 million. You know, like the people, the black community,
Crazy, right?
who are like protesting have to end up paying out the cops through their fucking municipal
Yeah.
tax money.
That
Or I mean,
that
paying out the
officer
families.
got off, by the way. He was cleared
Are you kidding?
in self-defense. Yep.
ACAB.
Which officer?
The one in the case I was talking about.
That's
in
so
Detroit.
devastating.
The license to kill.
Yeah.
Lots of ACABs in chat.
I
That's why I
agree.
don't let. I've probably said this joke a million times, but that's why I don't let my kids watch Paw Patrol.
Because ACAB.
Wait.
ACAB. All cops are bastards.
What show?
Oh yeah, so you
what
don't.
show is that?
Paw Patrol. It's
It's a kids show.
Is
it's
it
a kid show about
It's a cartoon?
For-
about
Yeah, it's a
police
cartoon.
dogs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, Oh, that's it. Okay.
Your tax dollars are hard at work. There it is.
Yeah, that's really sad.